Hello, humanity. Welcome to my channel. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. I hope that you are all doing well and blessed. You're highly favored. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Take the videos that resonate. Make sure you always have a pen and a paper. There will be messages, downloads, different things that you will need to know. Mysteries being revealed. Things that will be shown to you before it happens. Information that may need to be known because God is exposing it through me or giving you information through me. Okay? Thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to be a messenger. I am just going to jump right in because it took me a while to write these notes down. Okay? So first of all, there's going to be a bad FBI agent, which I'm pretty sure there's more than one, but there's a specific one that will be exposed, okay? And a bad FBI agent will be exposed. This FBI agent will be working, for the world, but particularly the situation that I'm referring to is going to be in New York City, okay? So this FBI agent will be exposed for having involvement in some type of business or law firm and something like this, working with many people of the dark. And this will be exposed in New York, okay? Somebody needs to look up the number 604, angel number 604. Now, 604 could also be like an apartment number to somebody you may need to know. This may be this FBI agent's number or anybody else's apartment number that I may speak about in the future here. It could be an address, 604 in New York. It could be somebody's apartment number, but definitely make sure you look up angel number 604 because there will be confirmation there, okay? Somebody is going to steal or try to steal a very old, important book. And this book, it's the only one in the world. And it contains many mysteries, okay? So there's a book that someone is going to try to steal. And this book is very old. Now, a month or a couple months back, I was getting a revelation that they were trying to get the original Bible, okay? They're trying to keep the original Bible. And somebody's going to end up getting that Bible in their hands because that Bible... It has to go to the right person, that Bible, okay? So that could be something else or that could have something pertaining to this. But this book is another book that is very old and is worth a lot of money. And people are literally going to kill for it or have been killing for it because that's how bad they want it. That's how much these books are worth, okay, that I'm referring to. One is the original Bible. The other one is this book that I will let you know in a little bit, okay? But there's a few out here. They're the only books known to man. That's why they cost so much and people are trying to get their hands on it because they hold and reveal mysteries known to this world, okay? Now, there's a bad law firm in New York that will be exposed. This law firm will be exposed because they are they're doing dark things, okay? They're breaking laws, stealing money, okay, lying in the courtroom, working with others, and just, a lot of darkness. So there will be a big law firm in New York that will be exposed, okay? It says crimes and darkness that binds individuals. Many are guilty of stealing for money, the root of all evil. So many of these people that I'm going to talk to you about, they are all binded. Lawyers, judges, business owners, okay, FBI agents. Somehow everybody goes together with the puzzle, and those that are attached to the darkness, they all have bits and pieces in this one way or another because they all know each other in the business world that they work in, okay? There is a lawyer that will be killed because of a crime, a death, committed information that a well-known criminal in business law firm in the business world doesn't want to come out. So there's a lawyer that could know some type of information on this criminal. This criminal could be a very wealthy individual, okay? This criminal could actually kill this lawyer, all right? Because this lawyer has information, this lawyer knows something. So what happens is, this is all going to happen in New York, okay? What happens is if a criminal is guilty of something and many people know what they have done, they're going to eliminate you because you know, and they don't want to be exposed for who and what they are. Especially, big people, like big people in the mafia, big people that could be like drug lords, or just big people that have power in general. But at the end of the day, all of this is going to be exposed. All of this that I'm talking about too has everything to do with lawyers in a law firm in New York, judges in New York, okay? And right now I'm talking about New York, but this is going on in a lot of places in our world, worldwide, okay? Country to country. But right now we're resonating on New York, God said. Now, the name Rachel came out, okay? That could be confirmation for any of us. The name Rachel came out, all right? I know that this name has a lot to do with my situation. It could have a lot to do with your situation or this situation I'm reading. But God revealed the name Rachel to me, okay? Someone is going to fake their death. Somebody in this story that I gave you could have tried to fake their death because they had this book, or they stole this book, or they know something. Somebody faked their death because they were stealing money, okay? They didn't want to get caught up. Somebody could be faking their death in any of your lives that are going through, any type of situation, because they didn't want to get caught for what they did to you or me. So that's also what you need to know here. But in this situation, somebody's in this lawyer and all this nonsense with this book and all this in New York, this law firm and these judges, somebody's definitely going to fake their death so they don't have to pay consequences. But they're not going to be able to do that because God's going to expose all these people here, okay? There could be a business in New York, and the business of the name could have something to do with Griffin. The name of the business is Griffin. If anybody has the name Griffin, the business, whether it's in New York or anywhere in the United States or in the world, they're in trouble, okay? Because they've been doing a lot of dark things behind closed doors, God says. Somebody, with this name, it's like a father and a son, okay? They're very dark, I'm hearing. Whoever I'm talking about, whatever this business is, they're very dark, okay? They do a lot of bad things. Somebody's going to be a big business boss and have a company, okay? God is saying some of us, we're going to be a big boss in a company, first of all. That's separate, okay? For some of you listening to this, you're going to be a big business boss or somebody you know. But there is a big business boss that you're going to end up finding out that they're dead in New York. Somebody's going to kill a big business boss. Okay, you're going to literally find this big person that can have a lot of money, be well known, have a big company. Somebody's going to kill somebody because of a crime or some type of information that they know to get them out of the way, okay? There's judges in New York and worldwide, but right now I'm talking about New York, that are being threatened, okay? Because these bad people that could be like big bosses in New York, big famous people, they have something on these judges. So it's like there's big bad bosses in New York and worldwide that are blackmailing judges to work in their favor, knowing that the judges know these people are guilty as charged, but they have something on these judges, or they blackmail these judges, and that's what happened. That's what God is saying is going on in New York and many other places. But all of these people are going to be exposed. Because the enemy, these big bosses, they want everything to work in their favor. Some of these people could have the last name Cole. Cole. Now, this could be the bad boss owners. This could be the bad lawyers. This could be judges. This could be business owners. Pay attention. Okay, this could be a family name that's doing things they got no business doing. But again, the last name is Cole. Information is going to come out about abortions and judges doing things bad and wrong. So a lot of judges are going to be exposed, I'm hearing, for pertaining also right now to abortions and doing things in the courtroom and under the law that they shouldn't have been doing pertaining to abortions and women and things like this, okay? All of these individual judges that are guilty, okay, or anybody else that work with them, judges, lawyers, officials, they're all going to be exposed, God said. Especially in Texas, okay? Texas. I'm talking this part right here. I'm talking about Texas with the judges and the abortions. Okay, all of this is going to be exposed. 2 specific judges will receive karma for abusing their authority and being deceiving of the truth in the court of law. What did I tell you? Specifically, 2 judges pertaining to this abortion thing or anything else. They're going to be exposed. God's saying. The book that that I looked up, that popped up, that God showed me, was called Don Quixote. It's Quixot. I can't pronounce it that good because it's Quixote. Quixoty. That's what they're telling me, the ancestors. Published. This book was actually published in 1612. They're trying to get their hands on this. Okay. This is a Spanish novel, and somebody wants it because it's worth a lot of money. It's the only one, like I said, known to man. All right? So remember what I'm saying to you. Now, the British Prime Minister is going to be exposed. David Cameron, you're finished, God said. You did a lot of bad shit you had no business doing, and God's about to come and serve you your karma. Your judgment is here, okay? Mr. British Prime Minister. Karma's here again. David Cameron, okay? Now, somebody could have the last name Griffin. Any business with the last name Griffin in New York or whatever, they're going to be, something's going on there. You need to pay attention to that. Somebody could have the last name Griffin, a lawyer, a judge, a big boss. Pay attention to that last name, please. Now, when I looked up Griffin on the Google, God started showing me what the last name Griffin means. And the last name Griffin means mythological creature with the head of an eagle, the body of a lion, in the Greek symbolizing strength, bravery, the noble protectors of Greece, okay? That's what Griffin means. So now God was exposing to me about the revelations about the creature in the Bible that is the griffin. Exactly like what is being said here, what I looked up when I looked up the last name Griffin, okay? So again, Griffin is the mythological creature with the head of an eagle, the body of a lion, in the Greek symbolizing strength, bravery, the noble protectors of Greece. Now in the Egyptian version, has a falcon head, identifying it as a form of Horus. So Egyptian believes that their griffin, which looks like the body of a falcon, the head of a falcon, right? They're saying that this is Horus, shape-shifted as Horus. So this is Horus, and they're where they come from. And all the morphs there's of the symphonics, okay, represents Ka, king, okay. True kings, queens ruling will be known. Soon they will take their rightful places, and God says. So basically what I'm saying in the Greek and the Egyptian, and down here is the Hebrew. It says griffin in the Hebrew is like a big bird. In the Jewish mythology, large enough to be able to block out the whole sun. That's how big this bird is. They're saying in Jewish, this bird, this being is so big it will block out the whole sun, God's saying, okay? But also what I was about to say before that is that God is saying these creatures are protecting blessings and abundance that belong only to the royalty, those of the royal bloodline, those of the royal bloodline of the Greeks, those of the royal bloodline of the Egyptians, those of the royal bloodline of the Hebrew. Okay? Also, when I was writing this information and studying, God was telling me that all of you need to know the reason that he was showing me this as well is to show humanity that we all see things differently. Okay? We all perceive things differently. And that doesn't mean it has to be bad. Okay? The way that we are perceiving things in our world, wherever we are worldwide. Okay? Obviously, what I just told you, the Greeks see something this way, the Egyptians see something another, and the Hebrew and the Jewish see something another way. That's not a bad thing, okay? That's just the way that each of us are perceiving what we are seeing with our eyes, okay? Learn how to get along and understand people's different viewpoints of what they are seeing in their life, in their world, okay? It says, some mix up people, Griffins, with gargoyles. So some people in this world, or many lifetimes, they have mixed up Griffins with gargoyles. They are saying, no, a Griffin it's good, okay, in its body, that it has so many different body forms. A Griffin is a representation of love and light, of a spiritual being that belongs to the universe. A gargoyle is not. Know the difference between a gargoyle and a griffin, okay? A gargoyle is of the dark. Griffins are protectors of abundance, protectors of those that are, royalty, okay? Somebody with the statue in front of their business in New York will be exposed for crimes. So somebody could have this actual statue of a griffin or gargoyles in front of their businesses in New York or worldwide, but especially New York. They're going to be exposed, this business, because they're working for the dark and everything they do is dark, okay? They don't have balance in their light and their dark. They're just pure dark. So whatever this business is that has these griffins or gargoyles, they're going to be exposed, God is saying. And right now we're talking about New York, but it could be anywhere in the world, they're saying as well. Now, the Griffins, these beings, they can be weak because if obviously if you put fire to them, or weapons or spells, they will become weak, okay? But they are able to fly and have, these Griffins are able to fly high, God says. And they have superhuman strength, like heroes that roam our very planet, okay? So that's what they're wanting you to know, God says. Griffin became a rich symbol of two natures of Christ himself. So I already told you that the Griffins represent the light, which is Christ, which is the divine. Gargoyles represent the dark, those of the God of the dark, okay? So God is saying the Griffin, the Griffin is the eagle, the Lord of the sky. That's how God perceives the Griffin. Okay? He's like he's the divine to nature. He's like the eagle of the sky, God is saying. Okay? Like the Lord is the sky. He is the protector. These Griffins are protectors, is what they're saying, of people that are royalty, of abundance that only belongs to those that are royal, those that are supposed to get their abundance and their blessings. This is what they're protecting. People and their blessings, abundance, and their things that belong to them and their people on this planet. Lion, Lord of the earth, King of the beast. Christians say. So Christians look at the Griffin as like the lion, lion of the Lord of the earth, a very strong being that protects the being, specific beings of the earth, okay, especially God's chosen, and is also king of the beast. So like the lions are the king of the beast, the Griffin is also very powerful. That's what they're trying to tell you. The Griffin in the Catholic version of the Bible, the vulture of the Asapharage, in other words, Leviticus. So see, the Catholic have another version. So I given you 4 versions of what people think these beings of Griffins are, that are actual light beings of God, that he has sent down here to do their work to protect the divine, those that are, royal bloodlines. You need to read Leviticus in the Bible. Leviticus 11:13. Somebody's birthday could be November 13th as well. Okay, that could be very important. So the Griffin, the beast, which you could say the initials is GRYPS, with a head and wing of an eagle, body of a lion, a tribe of creatures guarded rich deposits of gold in the mountains. So they're literally, what I already told you is what I wrote down here. They're guarding treasures and gold that only belong to the chosen ones. Now this could be somewhere in any mountains worldwide. But these creatures are guarding this. Nobody that does not apply to this riches and gold and this abundance will be able to touch this, because they will literally take you out. The only one that will be able to touch these blessings, this gold, this abundance, is the ones that are royalty, that they are meant to have this. So you need to understand that. Okay? What is this? Cynthia, in the northeastern Europe, from oh my God, my handwriting's so terrible. From northeastern Europe, from the ancestors, are for those, with royalty, the same thing I said. No one else will be able to get their hands on it, or they will die, God says. Okay, they will. So that's why I'm letting you guys know ahead of time. Okay, these are the protectors. The Griffins are the protectors of treasures, possessing from evil slander. Also, the Griffins protect those, like say a lot of you are slandering me and you are talking bad out of your mouth about me. The Griffin also protects anybody that's being slandered by anybody on this planet, being lied on. They're literally protecting us. Not only regular beings, okay, or angels or whatever. These Griffins are specifically protecting royal beings like myself, that are true, that are light beings, that belong to God and the light, and they are protecting us from anybody that lies, slanders, try to hurt us, okay? And they protect you from slander and witchcraft. So if witchcraft is being done to any angel, any chosen being, any of the 144,000, the Griffins, they will protect us from lies, slander, and any type of witchcraft that is being done as well. The divine and humans often depict this. Griffin stands for courage. So God is saying, oftentimes there was conversations between God and the human beings about the Griffin. Who exactly were they? What did they represent? What did they look like? So just like I just showed you with the Egyptian, the Greek, all right, the Catholic, all right, the different people, the Jews, the Jewish, okay? I shared with you because everybody's viewpoint's different. So God is saying, yes, it's always been a conversation about what a Griffin truly is. About what this being is in the Bible, that has a body of a lion and a head of a, some say a head of a falcon, and others say a head of, what is the real truth is what I'm saying. So many different people from different countries and races are trying to figure out exactly what this being is actually and what is the truth. Okay, so many could be trying to figure that out, and that may be revealed soon. Okay. But they're saying, the divine is saying that this Griffin, this creature that has many animal body parts, represents courage, leadership, strength. So this is who this Griffin, this creature is, that has many animal body forms. He is someone, or she is someone, all right, that has courage, leadership, strength. So if you are a leader of any country, of any race, of something that, you're working for God, specifically I'm referring to, and you are of the light, and you have a leadership, and you have a job to do, God is saying right here, this griffin, this animal that has a lot of different animal body parts, which is in the Bible and many other books known worldwide, this being is protecting those of us that are chosen. And also protecting our abundance and our birthright that could be in many places worldwide, especially the mountains, they're saying. Okay? There are two types of griffins as well. You have hyper boring and northern griffins, okay? So as many people have gone back and forth to depict what it really is, they just gave you a little information right there, because they're literally saying there are two different types. So if you're seeing one with a falcon head and someone else is seeing one with a lion head, or you know, whatever, it could be possible, God is saying, because there's more than one type. So at the end of the day, what God is saying here is nobody is wrong, actually, because there's more than one type of these beings. So all of you could be seeing a different version in Greece and Egypt and you know, in Jerusalem, or wherever, you know, where the Jews and the Jewish are, okay? And then there's also Indian griffins. So I just gave you 3 different types already. Oh, excuse me, 2. The first type of griffin is Hyperborean northern griffin. The second one is the Indian griffin. But either way, while you guys are fighting and going back and forth trying to know who's right and who's wrong, God is like, at the end of the day, none of you are really wrong. At the end of the day, all of your cultures are right, because there's different ones. That's why you're seeing different, how they look different, because when they appear to you, each of you, wherever you're living in each country worldwide, that's how you are seeing it, and that's how you are perceiving it, because that's who they are, and that's how they're showing you different versions of themselves, okay? It's just like a shapeshifter, okay? Almost the same thing. Different versions of an individual being, okay? Now, it says the Hyperborean was found in the forest and the hills and the mountains. They exist in the northeastern parts of Europe and Russia. So this is where a lot of these griffins reside. They reside in Europe. They reside in Russia. In the forest, in the hills, and the mountains is where you will find these creatures and where they reside. Besides when they're flying all over the world in the sky, okay? So this is where we will need to find them, okay? This is where they reside, Europe or Russia. Now, something also could be going on with Europe and Russia, because these 2 names are here in my notes. So pay attention to Europe and Russia, please. Somebody's going to find a big boss dead. Again, back to this big boss in New York. You're going to find somebody dead in a law firm. I'm telling you, okay? It's a big individual person for a big law firm. It could be a boss of a law firm. But I'm telling you, New York authorities, somebody's going to end up dead, or they're going to find somebody dead in a big law firm. Okay, there's going to be exposure about Cole County. Now, you need to look up Cole County, especially pertaining to the courthouse and the government officials. There will be some type of exposure pertaining to the exposure of Cole County and the government officials in Cole County. Something there's not right, and they're doing things they're not supposed to, and it needs to be looked at, God said. Royal bloodlines blessings are highly protected, God says. Only they can receive it. No other hands could get it, God said. Highly protected till the right time. I already told you guys this about the griffins protecting those that are chosen, their blessings and their abundance in the mountains and the hills or wherever they got everything hiding. Nobody, even if you try to go, you'll either get killed or you're just not, let me just tell you like this, you will not make it. You won't even literally be able to put your hands, nothing on it, because it knows already who it's meant to be for. Okay? Juan Manuel Santos. Now, I'm talking about the big leader, okay? Colombia. Juan Manuel Santos is in trouble. Karma is coming for you. And when I looked at your name, God told me something about the Antichrist. All right. Juan Manuel Santos, God's saying that you're guilty of many things. Okay. You're going to be exposed for many things you have done in the dark. You need to prepare for this. Okay. Because he told me to specifically put your name here. You're being exposed, God said. You have done a lot of things in the dark. The darkness shows in your eyes. So that is the last thing I have, and I will repeat that again. Juan Manuel Santos, I believe the leader of Colombia or somewhere around there. You're going to be exposed because God says you have done a lot in the dark. The darkness shows in your eyes. And you do have very dark eyes, sir. So, hey, you can't, definitely, you know, you wouldn't be able to hide that you serve the dark because like God just said, it's written all over your face. And even when I looked at your eyes are like fully closed. All right, I know exactly who you serve, but your time is up, okay? You're going to have to pay dues for everything that you have done, all right? You're hurting humanity. You're getting in the way, and you're doing too much damage. You have done too much damage, God's saying. And he's saying, you know, you have to receive your judgment like everyone else is now, okay? None of us can get away with doing whatever we like, sir. No disrespect, but it's time to pay your dues, okay? So that's what I have for you. Those are the notes that I got when I was watching the movie that I was watching yesterday. The downloads, the synchronicities, okay? Make sure you pay attention to the details that I give you. It is very important and vital. Each part that I give you, please read the Leviticus in the Bible, like I said. Know that that animal that's in the Bible is an animal that is real in real life in Russia. Okay, in Europe where I said, okay? They live in the mountains and the hills, okay? You guys think that mythical creatures are not real? Oh no, my loves. They are real. Let me tell you. And when a lot of bad people go looking for abundance, treasures, or gold that doesn't belong to them, I guarantee you that they will bump into them and they won't be able to believe their eyes. So I wouldn't do that, but you always got people that are going to do it regardless because there's, you know, they don't have common sense. Okay, so I hope you take that. I hope that helps somebody in New York, the law firms, whatever, you know, with that book. I hope that book doesn't get stolen. If it does get stolen, any books, I hope it gets in the right hands. Certain information in this world needs to be kept in the right hands. You can't put it in the devil's hands. You should know that already. Certain information, books from lifetime to lifetime need to be in somebody's hands that is balanced between the dark and the light. Somebody that has control, not somebody that's going to make something dark from it or abuse it or, you know, hurt humanity. You understand where I'm coming from? Somebody that can lie, change things up. Okay? So I love you. Be blessed. Thank you.